Hey guys, HSN here and welcome back for another video. Now in this video I've got a new series for you guys and it's called Career Mode Hidden Gems. Now in this series I will be looking at players on career mode that aren't necessarily very mainstream or known about, but do in fact play very well or grow very well. Now I've heard that there are some videos about this player on Ultimate Team, but however I came across him in career mode and thought I'd make a video about it. Now I have a Atletico Madrid career mode that I play from time to time, and it just so happened that for one game Correa was injured and I had to play this guy, Angel Correa. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, and he's absolutely fantastic in my opinion, and he's just got some brilliant attributes that I thought I'd share with you guys, and I think he's a great acquisition for anyone who wants to play career mode or has already got one and that is looking for a new attacking midfielder or striker. Now before we start the video guys, I want to say a massive thank you for the support in the last video. It was fantastic. I mean, we smashed 30 likes, which is ridiculous, so thank you so much guys, and we're so close to 40 subscribers. So if we can smash 30 likes on this video and get to 40 subscribers by this video guys, that will be fantastic. Now let's start with the player's stats. He is 19 years of age, he's 5'9", so a very similar height to Aguero, which is why I've said he potentially could be the new Aguero. And he plays for Atletico Madrid. He's from Argentina, and the positions he plays in are central attacking midfield and striker. Now what I'm going to do for this video is guys, I will test him out in 3 different positions. First position I will test him out in is the right attacking midfield role. The second position is the central attacking midfield role, and the third position is the striker role. Now before we do any of that, let me show you some of his in-game stats before I started playing with him too much. Now as you can see, he's got some great mental and physical stats. His attacking positioning is only 70, but in game you'll see it's much higher. 74 vision, which isn't too bad. Acceleration is very high. Acceleration is 84. Agility is also very high. Balance is ridiculous, trust me, and you'll feel this in the game. And his sprint speed again is quite high, and his stamina, which is something very notable because you know some bigger players that I've noticed, world-class players in the game, don't have very good stamina, so this is a very good stat to have. Now here are some of his skill attributes. He's got 78 ball control, very good ball control, curve and dribbling. Dribbling is very high in the game. His passing and his shooting stats are ridiculous. Feel free to pause at any point guys if you want to take a closer look at its stats. This is what I found, and here you can see the player info where his height, his age, and you know he's got high and low work rates, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, which are fantastic for a player in his position and with all the other attributes accompanying them. And he's got the flair trait, which is always useful. Now we're going to go through some gameplay reviews in the 3 different positions as I mentioned. First off, here he is in the right attacking midfield role, and look, with a great scoop turn and shot off, he's got very good agility and his movement is very quick. Here is just, you know, a simple header just to show that he's got, you know, his jumping is probably a bit better than the stats show. However, here's one of his detriments, which is he's not very strong. But here in this clip guys, absolutely blistering pace, and his dribbling is for me, as you can see there, he's left the defender for dead. His dribbling is probably his best stat for me. Absolutely ridiculous dribbling. It feels much higher than his stats suggest, and a great goal to finish it off with his weaker foot, with that 4-star weak foot. Absolutely ridiculous. And bear in mind, he's only 75 rated. For me, he's a player that you should stick with. Again, great finish. He is again on the wing. He's drifted out again. Very good skill. Left the defenders for dead there. His skill and his agility is just, you know, the attributes work so well together. His pace, dribbling and 4-star skill. And here, oh, very unlucky not to score. Here again, showing his pace, trying to get a shot off, which he manages to do. Again, keeps a shot on target, which is very good to see. But you know guys, in this position he was very useful to have on the wider position, so I decided to play him on this position because I knew his skill and his pace would come in very handy. And as you can see again, his dribbling in tight situations is very good, which is why I've compared him to Aguero. He's got very similar attributes, similar height, similar type of player, so you know, fantastic player. Again, great cross in, got a bit of a deflection but managed to assist a goal somewhat. Again, attempted pass which should have led to a goal, but it was unfortunate not to. Here again, beautiful skill, but doesn't lead to anything. And as you can see guys, in the first game I played with him at right attacking midfield, he managed to get a rating of 8.9, which is ridiculous, and he got man of the match. Obviously it's going to be distorted somewhat because I'm going to be using him more often and trying to get the ball to him more than anyone else, but again, nonetheless, very good performance. Feel free to pause again at any point guys when you want to see the individual stats, but here you can see, you know, the individual stats for his performance. Next we're moving on to the cam position. As you can see, I've put him in the cam position just behind the striker, which is Mandzukic. And here again, great shot off in the middle of the park. Again here, now he's drifted out wide for the throw in, but his dribbling again, it's just guys, honestly, I can't do it justice. It's just phenomenal for a player in his rating, so I would definitely recommend trying it out. Here again, dribbles in, great goal, great finish. I've not tried him on Ultimate Team, but I can imagine him being very good on Ultimate Team, seeing the stats. 86 pace, I think 82 dribbling. I saw, you know, some very good stats for a attacking midfielder. Perfect for any sort of La Liga team, cheap La Liga team if you're looking for it. And here again, look, great pace, great awareness. His attacking positioning, as I mentioned before, is probably, I would say, higher in the game than the stats suggest, because look at this run. Great run from him. Again here, he always comes in handy in the attacking midfield position, guys. I've noticed that he's much more handy in the middle of the park because he scores a lot of goals for me. And as you can see there again, very good long shot. He's very handy in the middle of the park. And there you go again, look, brilliant pass to Griezmann. He's very handy in the middle of the park. So, you know, if you want to score with him, if you want him to assist, I think that's probably, you know, his better position for me. Here again, attempting to try and get a cross in. Great pass again for the striker. Again guys, that attempted shot, very good in tight situations. However, unfortunately, that shot did lead to the game being over because, well, for Correa anyways, he got injured, so therefore I had to sub him off. So what I did was I simmed many games until I could get him back to fitness and throw him into the next game, which is him in the striker position, and as luck would have it, he's a striker against Real Madrid. So in this game again, you know, look at that great pass, guys. It was offside, but again, his awareness is very good. In the striker position, it was very interesting to have him because I'd say, like I said, his pace is very good and his attacking positioning and his awareness is exceptional. So it was very enjoyable to have him there. And again, as you can see, he left Ramos behind there. His dribbling and pace is just great. Here again, nope. Bruh. There, as you can see guys, if you notice carefully, he held back for a bit, managed to control his run, and then there we go. The reward in the end, he managed to finish it off nicely. Again here, great ball for Griezmann, but very unlucky not to score. As you may notice guys, Real Madrid did get a red card at some point, but again, great shot. But it ultimately didn't affect the game too much. Again, attempted shot. His position is striker, so the red card didn't affect him too much, although he may have got more balls than he would have normally. Again, look, great run in, very unlucky not to score, and look at the timing as well. But there we go, he got a penalty, and it was only fitting that he took the penalty. I thought I'd give him the penalty, seal a double against Real Madrid, and to win the game for his club. Great goal, top left corner, and there we go, he sealed the game. 2-1 to Atletico Madrid. Again guys, he managed to score a 9.2 rating, man of the match again, and he was just phenomenal in this game. His runs were unplayable, he was all over the pitch, and you know, he drifts out wide as well, which causes them a lot of problems. They just couldn't cope with him really. So there you have it guys, there's Angel Correa in all three positions that I tested him in. I understand I only played 3 games with him. Trust me when I say it's just worth trying him out at least, if not purchasing him. If you can on career mode, I'll definitely recommend it. He'll be very cheap early on, and he's definitely a player that grows very fast. If you go on Ultra FIFA, you can, I double checked after, and he does grow to an 86. So, you know, and then I've done my own simulation, which you will see at the end of the video. So here is a comparison, as I mentioned, guys. On the left hand side, you can see him when he was 19, and that's when you first start off career mode with him. And on the right hand side, he is 28 and 86 rated. And I stopped at 86 because that's what most sites indicate his potential is. However, at the age of 28, he has much room for improvement and he will definitely grow more. So if you do manage to get him to 86, carry on playing with him, stick with him, because I can guarantee he'll get to at least 87 or 88 rated. Now let's start off with his mental and physical comparison. And as you can see, he grows quite a lot in the areas of attacking position with 81. Vision goes up significantly to 88. Acceleration, agility, balance go up somewhat. His sprint speed also goes up. His stamina stays the same, oddly. Next we have his skill attributes, and as you can see, his ball control goes up significantly to 90, which you'll really feel in the game. His first touch is excellent, his crossing goes up, his dribbling, as I mentioned throughout the whole video, guys, it's his best asset for me, and it goes up to 91, which is phenomenal. His finishing also goes up to 79, his long passing is quite good, his long shots aren't too bad either, but his shot power is exceptional at 90, and I feel like his long shots are very good in the game, and that's purely because of his shot power. His long shots are decent, but his shot power really carries the shot in this. Next we have the specialities. As you can see, there's not much on the left. He has the flair trait, but on the right he becomes a dribbler and an acrobat, and he still has the flair trait. So I thought we'd round off the video with an evaluation, guys, and I've listed his positives and negatives, as you can see. So for the positives, I've got down his pace, dribbling, stamina, shooting, balance, and skill. Now there is much more I could have added, but these are the 6 notable ones for me that stand out. As I mentioned throughout the video, his pace and dribbling is phenomenal, and you'll feel this if you try him out. His stamina is very good, as I mentioned, for a central attacking midfielder. So many players don't have that kind of stamina at his age or rating. This stamina means you don't have to rely on him as a sub as much, and he can start games for you. His shooting is excellent, he'll get you many goals as a central attacking midfielder. Balance is exceptional, rarely falls over, but he manages to keep going even if nearly tackled. His skill is very good, and this is coupled with his dribbling. It just makes him for a phenomenal player and fun player to use. Now the negatives, and for the negatives I've got down heading, height, and strength. Now I know these 3 things aren't things that you really need for a central attacking midfielder, but if you do deploy him in the wider positions, which you can do with all his attributes, then it becomes a little issue. His heading sometimes is an issue if the ball comes over to him in the air, not too big an issue, but his height I can't really blame him for, but it can be an issue, especially if you deploy him up front. Sometimes the height is an issue, and strength significantly, if you put him out wide, it will be an issue sometimes if the fullback manages to get hold of you and outmuscle you. However, as I mentioned, these things aren't really needed for a central attacking midfielder, so they aren't too big an issue. Overall, guys, he's a very good player to play with. He's an exceptional talent, I think, and he'll grow a lot for you, as you've seen. For me, even, he grew quite a lot. And I've compared him to Aguero for many reasons, as you can see. Height, the way he plays, pace, everything. He's an exceptional player. Let me know how you found him if you do try him out. Comment below, or just drop me a tweet. I would love to hear what you guys think. Let me know how you find him. I tested him in 3 different positions, but overall I would have to say he's the best in the central attacking midfield position. It is his best suited position. He's got all the attributes that allow him to play there. He can play in the other 2 positions too, but if you want to get the most out of him, please do play him in the central attacking midfield position. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. It means a lot to me. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the video or if it helped you out. Let's try and smash 30 likes, and if we can get to 40 or 50 subscribers before my next video is out, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much for all the support, and I'll catch you next time.